All right. How's it going? Welcome, everybody. How's it going,
Welcome.
Jackson?
It's going good. It's going good.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody, to Going Hyper. This is, the Illuvium podcast with everything you need to know, get you caught up on all the news, all the ongoings, meet some core contributors, play some games, win some prizes, all the above. Usually have some leaks. I think we have a lot of stuff to go over today, so we might have one or two leaks, but we also have some special guests today. So you might get some leaks there. We have Kieran, of course, who can't be stopped from leaking things. And he'll be here shortly. And then we also have Trevor, who is the new co-director of the MMO. So I actually first met him yesterday, really, in our monthly meeting. You were there last night, right, Jackson?
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah. So I just heard from him and kind of met him yesterday. Super nice, cool guy. So you guys will meet and hear from him today. And what else are we going to go over today? We're going to talk about the rewards program, which is back. We'll have Kieran kind of dive into that a little bit, and automated drone runs are live. We'll go through that a little bit. I'm also going to show you guys, just because I don't have any fuel in my account right now, and I think it's a cool thing to show you. I'll show you guys the new Stripe feature, which is for using credit card purchases for fuel. Super easy, super quick, works really well. As well as like if you're onboarding funds from another network, like if you're just onboarding ETH, well, there's a new solution for that they've made. So all kinds of stuff have happened in the past week or 2 weeks since the last episode, and we have a lot to cover today. We'll also play a game of Gauntlet versus you guys and see if you guys can beat us. I didn't do very well 2 weeks ago, but yesterday I played and I got 2 seconds and a fourth. So I'm pretty much on fire right now. I don't think Kieran's won a game since the new patch. He will say he has, but I don't think he really has. But so let's go ahead and get started. First, we'll go ahead and bring up Kieran. And hello, how are you doing, sir?
Hello.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good.
Good.
Have you dove into any ADR runs
Talking
yet?
shit at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's
Oh
good.
yeah, I forget it's really early for you, so you're not as like ready for this,
All right. I've done some ADR runs. I actually got in my first one. I did a hyper one, and I got a 86 TPI ram fight.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
I was doing when we were as soon as it went live, we were testing, and I was showing Jeremy that they worked, and then I did like just the charged ones, and I got that 95 TPI Ophisto, and he's on the
No
weekly
way.
bounty too. So I got like 2,800 points for him or something. I'm probably still in first. We'll go over that in a bit though, like about the leaderboard for the bounties as well. But let's go ahead and bring up Trevor too, and we'll get to meet Trevor now a little bit. How you doing, Trevor?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Welcome to the Illuvium family and team. It's I officially, I mean, I think you've been here a month, but I officially
Yeah.
I officially met you last night, I think, and it's good to have you on board. And this is the first time I guess the community kind of met you in Discord the other day too. You were in there chatting.
Yeah.
So it's good to have you on the show, and we were just gonna get to know you a little bit. But if you want to give us a little bit of background on, where you came from and, how you found out about Illuvium and, what you're looking forward to doing here.
Sure. So I a lot of my design experience comes from World of Warcraft. You can kind of see the World of Warcraft poster behind me. I worked on WoW for about a decade. I actually started out in customer support and managed to get on the quest team through a temporary assignment, which is basically when they take somebody that gets paid nothing and bring them on the dev team and have them do something nobody else wants. But I managed to convince them to keep me after that, so that was pretty cool. And then after that, managed to convince them to promote me a few times, so that was also very cool. If any of y'all are familiar with World of Warcraft, I worked on Stormheim in Legion, Drustvar in Battle for Azeroth, the intro experience in Shadowlands, patch 8.3, and then a bunch of Warlock stuff.
Nice.
So yeah, and other than that, like I've also been around to a couple of like smaller studios. I worked with Scopely for a while on an unannounced project, and just kind of like the messed around with some like mobile dev and things like that. And then as luck would have it, I got hit up by Luke, the recruiter for Illuvium, and I actually hadn't heard of it until he talked to me. And then when I started looking into it, I was like, wow, this actually looks really cool. And so going through the interview process, I hopped into Arena and Overworld and stuff like that, and just kind of like hearing like what the team was looking for, like moving into this whole MMO Lite idea. I immediately like had like my wheels were turning as far as like what it could shape into. Because even like just in its current state, like if you play Overworld, like you can see a lot of similarities to other games out there that have this kind of like MMO like structure, and there's a lot of really cool stuff that can be leaned into there. So yeah, fortunately, I got the job and was hired with Steven, who is the co-director, and that's really awesome because he has a lot of background in Eve, so he's like super big into like systems and balance, compression, all that cool stuff. And my background is mostly storytelling, game feel, just overall immersion and that type of thing. So we found we really balance each other very well. It's very easy for us to kind of divide and conquer and figure out like which one of us wants to tackle which aspect of the project. And yeah, like one thing that we just kind of noticed like as we were coming on, and I've been telling a bunch of people this, is that like just going through all the stuff that the team has worked on before we even got here, and all the concepts and the stuff that's live, like it really feels like this is not far off from something that could be super awesome. And so I'm really excited to get the ball rolling on turning this overworld into just a cool MMO Lite experience.
Every time I hear you say that, I'm like trying to not smile and be like, God, yes.
It's one of those things that I don't ever like to say, and the only reason why I say it is because Steven agrees.
Yeah.
Like when we were first talking, it was kind of like, do we even say this? Like, can we say that this is closer than these people think? Like, do we do that? But just like, I mean, some of you probably seen in the leaks the map with all of like the drawings all over that. That was some of my handiwork. But I went around and I mapped out that whole area for gameplay and all the different stuff that we could do with it, pretty much as it exists, without a whole lot of changes. And that kind of stuff is really exciting. So it feels like we should be able to land on some pretty cool gameplay fairly quickly.
Nice. And what's so like I know, like talking to Steven 2 weeks ago, I gauged his level of degeneracy, with mine. Like where do you sit on the scale, of crypto knowledge, and like have you been in the space at all before, or are you very new?
No, I was pretty big into the ecosystem back in like 2017. And there was a pretty big bull market there, and was really heavy into like altcoins, and there were just a lot of projects that had really, really interesting technology and a lot of promise and some great white papers. And so like I, like a fool, invested in the things that I thought actually had like real world application, and I didn't invest in meme coins.
Didn't start farming yams.
Yeah. And then we all know what ended up happening, in that general time frame. And I have a Ledger Nano that's just filled with altcoins that are worth like absolutely nothing. But I did manage to come out ahead. If you see this this guitar that I have in my background is actually bought with crypto earnings.
There you go.
So I have some evidence of that.
Yeah.
But I haven't been like super involved in the space since. I've just been kind of like watching it every now and then. But just haven't really like dug in too much. Been very busy with other things.
Yeah. Yeah. Understandable. But believe me, I don't recommend it for most people. Like,
It's not for the faint of heart.
Until you do, and then he's going to be knocking on your door every day.
Yeah. Cool. Like, yeah. So, I mean, just a couple other questions, I guess. Like, obviously, you guys haven't been here that long. I guess like we can just ask you. It's been 2 weeks since I asked Steven, like, and where, I guess, high level, can you like speak about the MMO? Like, what you guys starting to work on it now? Or what you guys are working on, I guess, to at least get started on that type.
So the very first thing that we're rolling on is combat, because combat is probably the biggest question mark. It's pretty obvious when you play Overworld all of the potential for exploration that exists in that game, and so like a lot of the stuff that can happen exploration wise can be just fairly natural things that you might see in some other games, like Genshin Impact, Tower of Fantasy, even like the Zelda Breath of the Wild type of games, just those open world exploration where you're going around and finding all sorts of cool stuff and unlocking secrets or whatever. But as far as the combat goes, like we have the Breach prototype that has some really cool melee combat. And then we have the Overworld, which has more of like shooter mechanics in it. And it's really a question of how do you bring those two together in a way that feels really good for like an ARPG player. And that's kind of the biggest thing that we're focusing on first. We've already done a ton of brainstorming. I'm currently working on building up a one-pager for the dev team so that we could look through it, beat it up, and hopefully get the ball rolling on working on a prototype as soon as we have folks that are available. I actually plan on getting the project up and running on my own machine soon, so whenever I have some free time, so that I can actually dig in and maybe even do a little bit of prototyping myself. Just have to kind of like see what all the internals look like and all that good stuff. But we're kind of like rolling right into it. We pitched like our overall idea to the team. It got very positive reception. Like everybody seems to already be on the same page as far as where we want to go. So like we're really just in the space of, well, let's make this.
So just on that, what I was thinking, and I don't think I've discussed this with you yet, Stephen. So
Trevor.
sorry, Trevor. We definitely should talk about it. But I've been saying to the community for a long time that when we dive back into the overworld, we really want to do it in a not just a transparent way, but a collaborative way as well.
Yeah.
So we have these things that Rich actually runs as well, called town halls, where we usually get 100+ people from the community, our most active users, and I think if we ran a town hall where you basically took that presentation that you did internally and ran everyone through that, I think you would get a similar sort of reception and level of excitement from the community. Because I know when you guys presented that to us a little bit early before the rest of the team, and I was like, whoa, like not only are you pitching all the things that that were quite clearly missing from the existing overworld. You've added in a few other things that I think make a ton of sense. And you're also looking at it from an angle of how do we not say like, okay, developers, scrap, 70, 80% of what you've built. We're going to go and build a whole bunch of new stuff. You're thinking about this from a perspective of like, what can we use that's already built? Which to me really, really translates to how do we get this in the hands of the community as fast as possible. And I'm like, because of all those reasons, I came out of that and I was like, oh my God, like we just need to express this to people, and then not just say what we're going to do, get a vertical slice, a small piece of what we're building in the hands of people as soon as possible, so we can gather that feedback and then really use that to tune how we build in the future. But I think that first step of the town hall would be a pretty good idea, and we could do it, like soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be totally down with that. And like, it's actually like part of my personal mission is I want to try and get stuff in front of people as soon as possible, because that's when you're going to find out if it's good, right? Like you're going to have like when you're doing internal play tests, you're looking at people who've been staring at this thing for years, and it can be really difficult for them to come up with like really objective opinions as far as like, what would come from the player base, actually diving into it. So the sooner that you can get players diving into it, assuming that they understand that it's in an incomplete state and all that good stuff, the better feedback that you're going to get. And all feedback is good to have, regardless of whether or not you can action on it. Like it's at the very least good to know like sentiments of different players and what's working for who and what's not, and all very valuable data.
We have no shortage of feedback, that's for sure.
No, I was gonna,
I've been lurking on the Discord for a while now, so I've seen a lot.
And look, like it's really frustrating. Like I get where the existing player base is at. They see so much potential, which is actually worse. Like there's so many projects in Web3 gaming where there was a huge amount of hype and they would launch. And I don't know if you saw the project, probably the best example of this would be Pixelmon. And they've got this like one character called Kevin. And these guys raised like, I think it was like $80 million or something like that. It was a large amount, maybe not quite 80, but it was a lot. And it was like 18 months of development, and then you're seeing this like sort of pixelated box guy who's like running around this like Lego, like, but not in a cool way Lego, like it was just fucked. And people were like, okay, well, our money has gone to nothing, right? Like in Illuvium, and that feels bad. Obviously, you're like, what the hell? I put my money into this, and they produce something that is literally, terrible. And those guys have since pivoted, and they're actually building some cool stuff now. But with us, it was kind of like, wow, this is a beautiful universe, and there's regions, there's shooting mechanics, there's traversal stuff, there's such a insane, that's Kevin, by the way.
Yeah, that was Kevin.
There's such an insane, array of characters and biomes and so many things, but it just didn't fit cohesively in a typical sort of RPG way. And people, I think that was worse, like our players were like, this could have been amazing, but it's probably a year and a half, 2 years early. Like now we're even more upset that you didn't just build a Kevin and say, hey, see you later. So, that's just to give you a like picture of like, they're hungry for someone to come in or a team to come in, put it all together, And that's why I'm really, really excited, because I feel like you and Stephen have that ability to put this thing all together.
Yeah, the fortunate thing is that some of the things that take the absolute longest to get just off the ground are art, which we don't have any problems with, and tech, which seems to be pretty solid so far. Like those are like getting people on a server together and like having them play the game together, like getting people to be able to connect and all that stuff. That takes forever for most studios. And what ends up happening a lot with like really early on studios is they hire a bunch of design people, and those design people end up twiddling their thumbs because you have they're always blocked by engineering needing to build the building blocks of it, and then art needing to make some assets for them to be able to use, and that's not the case here. Like this is like we're coming in, we have like the whole Lego box of pieces, and it's now we just have to build the thing.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, we can get a town hall. I think it would be good to have like a town hall with you and Steven. And yeah, we can. I mean, if Kieran's down, I would say even give that presentation you gave to us, honestly, because it was pretty
100%.
Cool.
Why not? Like if there's something, there's a few new things in there. I think there's a lot of stuff that we've spoken about to the community as well. But maybe we get. This is the cool thing about building so openly. You get a lot of crazy, stupid ideas, but then there's some gold that gets uncovered, and there's a lot of people that have thought very deeply about how the overworld should actually work, and what would be cool, what might not be, and you never know. You might have someone that reaches out and says, hey, I think this is really cool. I've had people send me like 50-page documents on what they think the overworld should be. So, obviously you can't get too bogged down in reading through everything, but I do think that many times in the past, the community has been able to come up with really cool ideas that if we're open with them about how we're going to build this, you may just get that.
Yeah, for sure. I know that when I was coming on, there was actually one of the members of the community had a big thread on the feedback on the feedback channel about like kind of their pitch for the MMO, and there was a lot of good stuff in there. Like a lot of stuff in there that's just like, yeah, this is logical, makes a lot of sense. Like, and all of that stuff is great. And one of the big things that I've learned in my career in game design is. And this is going to sound really cheesy, but it's like there are no bad ideas, and it's not so much that like you should execute on every idea exactly the way that it is, but it's like pretty much every idea is going to have something good in it, because there's a reason why that person got excited about it.
Yeah,
so there's something in there. You just need to like, sometimes you need to draw it out. Like sometimes it's like, this is not going to be obvious to most people. It's not something that we can implement this exact way for like a mass market audience, but where is that excitement? Where is it coming from? And how can we bring that out in a way that's accessible to everybody?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, cool. Well, yeah, we'll go ahead and get a town hall scheduled. I don't know, maybe next week. What is next week? We'll see. Maybe next week we'll talk about it. I'll get with you and Steven. Luckily, they're both in PST, so I don't have to worry about scheduling with Kieran or other people. So.
You're in Cali, right, Trevor?
Yep. Yeah, Southern California.
Where's Steven?
He's in Portland, I believe. Or Portland, I think, Oregon.
So we got the whole West Coast covered between me, Jackson, Trevor, and Steven. So yeah. So we'll get that scheduled, guys. And we'll get to know Trevor and Steven more and that town hall, and you guys will get to pick their brains. We'll get some questions. Their presentation was really cool, got me excited, like Kieran said. Super good pitch about their ideas for it, and you guys saw like the little leak of the map, so it'll be something good to have them explain to you guys for sure. So yeah, we'll get that scheduled. We'll do that, but we'll keep moving on. So we'll get to know Trevor a little bit more a little bit later. But yeah, so the next thing we're going to go over, Kieran, is the rewards programs are all back, or mostly all
Yes.
back. So we have the rewards started yesterday, for Gauntlet ranked leaderboards. Leviathan's coming soon. The Bounty Hunt leaderboards. Zero's coming soon. Tournaments are already started and ongoing. The raffles are coming. That'll be in 2 weeks, basically. It will be the first raffle. The next episode of this will be the first raffle. All kinds of stuff. So do you want to kind of cover that a little bit?
Sure. I mean, you've just pretty much covered it, but yeah. So this is what I was saying in our direction meeting with the team last night. It's kind of a weird situation. Firstly, we haven't marketed Arena or really Overworld as well for going on 6 months now. And the reason is we went back to the drawing board. As everyone knows, we've been very upfront about this and explained to people, look, there's no point marketing the games now. We don't actually want to see people come in and then say, oh, this game's undercooked or whatever. And so we've been very strategic about not marketing different things. And or particularly, Overworld and Arena. And now we're at a stage where Arena is pretty close, but it's also not mainstream marketable yet, right? And so what I mean by that is this initial push where we're putting on 200 ILV a week in ranked for Arena, and Leviathan will come from next month. This is about getting in our previous players that were playing Ascendant, the 1v1 mode. It's about getting the sort of crypto heavy people back in, getting some of those influencers who are playing the game back in, and that's the first step. Then and the reason we don't want to go to mainstream yet is we know how much better the game is going to be with all of the new features which are being worked on at the moment. It's really going to take the game to the next level. But in terms of like how it stacks up as a crypto game, it's pretty good. As Rich says, we've been playing a lot internally. It's very, very fun now to go in there. I've personally been winning pretty much every game that I play at the moment, which is crazy because I don't get that much time. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. You find yourself sitting at home and you're like, I'm gonna jump on, play another game. And I haven't had that feeling for a long time. So it's really, really getting there, but I think it probably gets like 2 or 3 times better. And so this initial push will last for about 3 months, and that's when we really start ramping things up. And we have a very, very big tournament, which we've been talking about for a long time. And that will start in July, and that will go for about 3.5 months. And that will culminate in a in-person final that will be played. We've got a bunch of influencers that we're getting involved who will be like the captains. And I think that's going to be a really cool event, and we're tying that into one of the crypto conferences later in the year. So and big prize money for that one. So lots of stuff coming. The start of it is the leaderboards, obviously the community tournaments as well. Plus, Rich and I will be hosting a tournament, an official Illuvium tournament for Arena at the end of this month. And the last thing to mention here, just on the arena side, is we haven't gone out with ranked and Leviathan. That was on purpose. We while we build up the player numbers and reduce the queue times, we don't want to split people into two different modes. We only think it's gonna. We're planning for Leviathan to start about 5 weeks later. As soon as we get up to player numbers where splitting isn't going to jeopardize the queue times. And so ownership of alluvials is going to become super important if you want to win in those Leviathan in Leviathan mode. Finally, which I'm really excited about, and just in terms of the overworld stuff, the automated drone runs launched about 4 days ago. We haven't marketed that much either. This is going to be the first time that we're actually incentivizing it. That also includes the normal, go and play the game runs. But we've seen a pretty nice. I think there was about $2,000 in drone run sales just yesterday. So it's starting to pick up, and it's kind of interesting. I've done a bunch of ADR runs, and I haven't played Overworld in about 4 or 5 months, and if you put yourself in the shoes of someone who's just an arena player, which I guess is what I am at the moment, when you're thinking about Leviathan, the ease of acquiring these alluvials through the automated drone runs, it feels good, right? Like it's definitely different. We know that the initial pitch was, you got to go into the overworld, you capture your creatures there, you then take those creatures, play in another game. And in a perfect world, or an ideal world, it obviously makes sense. And you think, that player is going to turn into another player, and all the even though they're 3 different genres, they mold together perfectly. It sort of isn't the case. If you want to go and pick up a bunch of alluvials to start playing in an arena, you want to be able to do it quickly. And I know that we have the marketplace there and people can do that, but it's nowhere near as easy as you going and essentially buying a pack of cards, which is what these automated drone runs are. So I think right now, if we can get Arena back to where it was at its peak with Ascendant, I think we're going to start seeing these automated drone runs pick up a lot, right? And which is obviously really good for the landholders as well. We've started to see an increase in the sales of land plots, which means people are starting to speculate again and say, like, if this actually starts, chugging along and it starts working and this revenue starts going through the automated drone runs, that's going to trickle down to the landholders. So overall, I think it's really good. And it puts us in a good state to start production of, start building the new overworld, which is going to fit into this new style of economy and also cater to the free-to-play player like we didn't do in our initial launch. So all things considered, I think this is a really good step in the right direction. And it's always a good sign when revenue starts coming in.
Yep. So you basically went over it all. I guess just to wrap it up on all of that stuff, and then I'm going to show them like a Stripe purchase real quick, just because I think it's really cool.
Okay.
But yeah, so
Trevor's gonna be like, we're showing Stripe purchases. I'm like, woo, go us.
I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty
Yeah,
easy, you know. Yeah. So Gauntlet ranked leaderboard is live. That everybody got their ranks restarted. So like Kieran's back at 12. He's probably below 1200 now, but like everyone's back at 1200, and then you know, so that's 200 ILV a week. Super competitive already. Queue times are down. Like I think I'm sitting in queues for like maybe 5 minutes tops now. So if that. So it's very nice to have queue times down with that. The overworld bounty hunt. So if you don't like arena, you can go do the overworld. You can get the bounties. The bounties are on this blog right here. They're at the bottom down here, the bounties for this week. And these will get you 3x the points on those alluvials. This blog explains it all. You get certain points per tier, per stage of alluvial, or 3x that if it's a weekly alluvial. Like, so I got that Aphisto, which was a tier 5, stage 3. So it was 960 times 3 because it was a weekly bounty. So you can get more points there. And there's 200 ILV on this leaderboard, which you can see right over here somewhere. But yeah, so I'll show you guys that in just a minute. I'm not on top of it anymore, I found out. Those guys have been doing a lot of ADR runs, I guess. Yeah.
There was, I think there was 1,300 yesterday in of the basic ones, and the hyper one there was like 150, which is pretty insane considering we haven't really done much marketing, and Leviathan Leviathan leaderboard hasn't opened up yet. I expect this to increase quite a bit once Leviathan opens up.
Yeah, I mean, I only did some the first day so far, and I'm down to 23 already. So these guys have been going hard already. So yeah, this is the bounty leaderboard for the bounty rewards. It kind of gives you an estimate of your rewards, your bounty points. These update live. As you can see, it just did that. So you can see your score live. You just click on this thing, you go to the auto drone runs, and then you're in. As you can see, I got to buy some fuel. Let's see if you're going to even be able to see my screen to do this real quick. This is one of the things that we went live with in the past 2 weeks. As I was saying, a lot has gone on in the past 2 weeks, and unified fuel is one of these things that has gone live. So, and we have this super nice Stripe payment system. Let's see if you guys are going to be able to see my credit card. We might have to turn it off for 1 second while I enter that. Otherwise, you know, you guys are going to bankrupt me. Let's see here. Or I could have just used Kieran's credit card, I guess.
That's a missed op.
All right. Let's see here. Yeah, and so this makes it easy to get your fuel, which the fuel now is basically used to buy everything in the Illuvium universe, which is, you know, discs for Wave 4 will be fuel, cosmetics, pretty much everything will be used with fuel from now on. And of course, now that I'm trying to show this, it's not going to work right now. So
I actually also have a proposal to our cherished landholders that I think they might be attracted to, I guess, but I don't know. I've been wrong about that in the past, so I'm a little bit hesitant. But yeah, I'm going to be posting up a proposal later, probably tonight, after I send it through to council. And yeah, there might potentially be, if it gets approved, there will be some additional earnings, which is pretty cool.
yeah. So Stripe might be down right now. Of course, as soon as I try to show it. Do you have fuel in your account? You want to show them an ADR at least?
I think I used it all yesterday, but I should be able to.
There's also, okay, so on top of the Stripe thing, super cool, but when it works, it's not working right now. But the other thing is these, if you have like ETH on other networks, they've made this really cool solution where basically you'll here, I'll show it off kind of. Let's see here. This solution right here, if you go to alternative payment method, you can basically just deposit ETH or USDC from any of these networks. So Base, Optimism, Arbitrum, Polygon, ETH, or IMX. So this is super cool and works super quickly. I used it to deposit ETH from Base. So if you're a degenerate and you have a bunch of ETH sitting on different networks like myself, then you can easily transfer ETH to the IMX network like that, to your passport, basically. Yeah, Jackson, if you want to share one so we can show them what the weekly bounties look like. There we go.
Sounds good.
Jackson's on top of it.
What Stripe worked fine for me.
I don't know. It didn't work for me. So it didn't load for me. It just kept spinning.
All right, that's my first one. I haven't even done one yet.
You haven't done one yet? Oh,
No.
Man. Here comes that Ophisto.
Let's see it.
Oh, now Stripe's working for me. Of course.
All right.
Nothing good.
Here, Archos. Yeesh, what is this? Hey, okay. I mean, could be worse. Hey, 84 Archie, okay.
Okay, so yeah, so you see how on Jackson's screen it shows like weekly bounty.
Ooh, yeah.
So that means you get more points for those ones. And then you can click on the little thing below and it'll show you your bounty recap there. Hey,
Ooh,
shout out to
okay.
the web team on this too, because they put this together like out of nowhere very quickly, it seemed like. I didn't even
Very
see the
nice.
designs, and then all of a sudden it was done.
I was gonna say I hadn't seen any of this.
It was quick. Took a little while, but yeah, they did good. They've been doing a whole bunch of other stuff. They've had to merge the fuel and everything. So yeah, but I think we had a version of automated drone runs that was a lot more basic, and then Roger was like, we can't do this, like we need to do this properly. And I was like, it's been this long, let's do that. So the art team really went to town here, and as you can see, it's pretty insane, the visuals that you're getting. And in terms of opening a pack of cards, it's pretty good. You know, it's standard next level stuff for our art team.
Yep. All right. Well, Stripe does. I about gave Jeremy a heart attack because I told him Stripe wasn't working, and then you said it was, and then I just tested it.
Error.
I tested it and it did work for me the second time. So, okay, Jackson with the top TPI too. Okay. And a Volante.
Greater Nature Volante.
All right,
Okay.
I'll do a hyper run.
Okay,
Did
let
you
me
just do a hyper
wait.
run?
I was just gonna show them.
No, it was
Okay,
the regular.
so this is how
Or the-
easy it was.
Is that hyper?
As soon as I entered my credit card info, you just hit pay and bam, you got fuel. That's how easy it was. None of this, you know, jumping through hoops to get stuff. So super easy. Okay, let's check out Kieran. Here you go.
Very nice.
So once again, this is why I was saying we needed this prior to the overworld going live. But, you know, here we are. If you look at, I've got 83 out of 205 alluvials collected. Now, not saying that this is the best thing in terms of gameplay, but the chance of me looking at this and saying I have 83 out of 205 collected and not getting to that 205 collected after nearly 12 months, 9 months or something is zero, right? Like I would have just, and I'm going to keep on doing these runs over and over and over and over again. And obviously that was part of the issue with the overworld. This is just for your context as well, Trevor. it was a massive grind. Like I think I did play like 150, maybe 200 hours, something like that, and I only collected 82 alluvials. But it also wasn't a really fun experience. So you're making me grind for hundreds of hours, and it's not, like a typical MMO where it's super amounts of fun, where you don't really care. Like, yeah, maybe I haven't collected them all yet, but it's like I'm having so much fun. There's these quests. I just took down these bosses. It just wasn't there. So, but then there wasn't this method to quickly go and collect more, and it just missed the mark on both. And I think once people start getting back with me, because they see how easy this is, typically time poor like me, where we're gonna see. Anyway, I'll mute that just in case that's coming through, Chris. You know what I mean, Rich? Like it just.
Yeah. No, I mean, I sat there. I was like, I'm not going to do that many, but I sat there when, like I said, I was testing with Jeremy and Peter, and we were getting things ready, and I was like, I'll just do one more. I'll just do one more. And then next thing you know, they're all like, all my fuel's gone. So, but I got that Ophisto. So
2 weekly bounties. Ooh.
It's always dangerous having the just one more mentality.
Nice Riptorus. Oh, come on. Ooh.
I'm already staring at like doing another run.
Yeah, that's nice.
It does get out of hand real quick.
Huh?
I mean, that's why I'm only doing the charge runs, though. That's why I told Perry. I'll do 10 charge runs all day before I'll do one hyper.
Why?
Because I got a 95 Ophisto. Like it's not that much worse. Like if I'm
on a charge run.
Yeah, I got that 95 Ophisto on that.
That's good. That's lucky.
Yeah, I think it's well worth it in my opinion. But I'd also rather play the game more than
100%.
Blow it
but
all
this
at
is
once.
the thing, right? Like if I'm playing arena and I don't even know overworld exists, which hopefully won't happen, but if I don't like a RPG or an MMO, I just like a strategic game, and I come across from Teamfight Tactics or whatever, and it's like, okay, there's this free-to-play version, super cool, they give me all the characters. Then there's this other version. What is that? Oh, you've got to own the characters to to give yourself the best chance to win in that mode. How do I do that? Well, you can buy them individually off the marketplace, or you can buy them through these packs of cards. I'm probably going to choose the packs of cards unless I need a very specific alluvial. But to start my journey off where I own none, very likely to do this, and it's super exciting. Like you're uncovering them yourself. Yes, it's not the full overworld experience in terms of capturing them, but it's still, I think the team has done a really good job. Like it's pretty cool.
Well, it's still like, for me, it's still like ownership, or like still collecting them, like even if like I'm not even a big Leviathan player, like in my mind, I mean, obviously I work here too, but like in my mind, I fell in love with the characters over time. So just owning them and collecting them is like enough in my mind, because then I still play with them when I go play the arena, like, so I think it's kind of like owning an action figure, like you like your action figure of that, unit because it's cool. And then, Yeah.
Hey, Trevor, sorry to put you on the spot here, but one thing that we've been talking about, obviously we have these 205 alluvials in set 1. We've been toying with the idea, what we said from the very, very beginning in Illuvium was to boost the rarity of these characters. Over time, we would release them in sets, which you obviously know, but what are your thoughts on the re-release Overworld being a completely new set and no one being able to capture the initial set anymore.
I'm totally cool with that. Like the way that alluvials can work in the world is like we could absolutely like swap them out dynamically. So the doing I really like the set idea. It reminds me of like old school Magic the Gathering, like and the cool thing is like with systems like that, it doesn't necessarily mean that like you can never collect that guy again, but you're never going to be able to collect the best version. So I kind of liken this to like if you have a black border original Black Lotus, it's worth a ridiculous amount of money, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you have a white border unlimited, does the same thing, worth a lot less money. But you have like elements of rarity versus elements of like accessibility. So I think that having a good balance there will be super cool. Also, there's a lot of room with the different affinities to be able to like do like maybe a different elemental version of like creatures or things like that, so that we can like kind of like mix up that variety and make some really cool things. But I definitely think that it is super cool to do this in kind of like a set in a set cadence.
Yeah. We had. Is it just me or is it hard to hear, Trevor?
Yeah, your mic kind of started cutting out there.
Okay, is it better now?
That's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we got it though. So that's the other thing, right? Like there's got to be a balance between completely new characters needing all new art and reusing existing ones, where like maybe the Inferno Ramfire turns into a different synergy in the second set. So it's still Ramfire, but it looks a little bit different. It's like shock or whatever. So it's it's blasting out lightning.
I can't imagine a shock Ramfire.
It could be Ramfire's brother. Ram Lightning.
I mean, shock is already super strong, and Ramfire is already super strong. So,
but then you're right. Like 5 years on, maybe like 4 sets into the future, someone's like, "Oh shit, you've got the Inferno Ramfire." Like, whoa, that thing was around like years ago. I definitely think we've got to do some sort of a balance between. Originally, I said to Roger, I was like, all right, we need to have 150 of these alluvials. And he was like, you're crazy, man. We can't do like we're talking about that many characters in 18 months or whatever it was. It's impossible. And they did a pretty good job of that. And so I went to him the other day and I was like, whoa, surely we can get, at least another 150 now that all of our systems are down. And he was like, no, we can't. So yeah, I think we do a balance between like bringing back existing characters and from the previous sets and changing up their synergies, and then always refreshing things by adding at least a few new ones.
Yeah, and the nice thing about the spread that we have is that there's a lot of different rigs there that could be used for creatures that like have completely different geo, but because you have the rig already built, that'll help save some time as well. Could possibly use some of the animations. That's something that we've been looking into as far as like the overworld vertical slices. If we need more enemies to fight, like what sort of rigs can we reuse? What sort of animations can we reuse? Because that type of stuff saves a lot of studios a lot of time.
Yeah.
Oh, a fire scorpion would be cool. I like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. So
I just got a Dark Hollow Axodon.
No, you did not. I haven't even seen a Dark Hollow.
Check this out.
I haven't seen a Dark Hollow anything.
You got me hooked.
Oh man, look at that.
And look at that CP or the TPI. Look at
I
that.
can't see it.
It's
The
perfect.
Kieran's head's in the way. What does it say? I can't see it. I don't know. 95? What is it?
69.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the best TPI.
Okay, I couldn't see it. Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, yeah. So I think we're coming up on an hour, so I think we're gonna play a game of Arena with the community. I wanted to show off a few more things real quick before we got into that. I'll give you guys some links too.
I need to switch over to my PC, so I'll
Okay.
I'll hop off and I'll hop back on.
Okay. So yeah, just a couple of things to give you guys real quick before we start hopping into a game. If you're looking for the blog about rewards, there's a QR code right here. You can scan that super easily. That'll give you all the information about all the rewards coming up, from Arena to Overworld to Zero, even that will be coming, Leviathan, etc. One thing we didn't cover when we were talking about rewards is the raffle and the fuel drops. So fuel drops, super cool. If you're playing and you've qualified, which I believe it's 20 games is qualifying, then if you get a 4th place or above, you have an opportunity or a chance to win some fuel. And it ranges from like 20 fuel to like 80 fuel. And I think a run, it'll basically get you a stage 1 run, I think. And like if you save up a few and you win a few, you could do a stage 3 run. So pretty cool little system. Or you could buy cosmetics. You could buy cosmetic discs. You could buy the battle boards. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with fuel now, which is super cool. And just by playing in ranked, you have an opportunity to win some of these fuel drops. So that's one of the things. And then the other thing is this raffle system where you can check it out on the leaderboard, which I'll show real quick. Let's try and show that real quick. I believe it shows on here. Maybe it shows in game. It might have to show in game. I'll show it once we start up the game. But you can see your raffle tickets. You get raffle tickets for playing games, and then we'll have a raffle every 2 weeks. Like I said, we'll have a raffle on the next episode of this, of Going Hyper, and somebody will win. There's basically 200 ILV to win. So that raffle will be coming up in 2 weeks as well. So as I said, that blog is there. The bounty hunt blog is right here. You can read all about the bounty hunts there, and those will be, updated in a week for the new weekly bounty hunts, at least. So that's there. As we're going to be jumping into Arena right now, we have also the Arena patch notes, which is we've had about 4 patches in 2 weeks, or a week and a half, I think. So several little balance patches here and there. The Arena team is working double time to make sure the game's as stable, and the back end guys making sure the multiplayer servers are fixed. Everything has been pretty stable over the past day and a half, I think. We had some issues through Monday, but I think today and yesterday have been very good, at least in my experience. So very cool. You can check out those patch notes. What's one other thing I want to cover before we go into the game? The one other thing I wanted to cover is the Illuvidex got a facelift. Let's see if we can go here. Let me share my screen. The Illuvidex got a facelift. So a lot of stuff is getting a facelift. If you saw any of the leaks recently, they're redoing the in-game menus. Everything is getting redone, made to look better, cleaner, easier user, accessibility, all that stuff. So this is the new Illuvidex. You can easily go here. You can buy fuel. You can go buy your cosmetic discs, your battle boards, etc. here, or you can just go to the marketplace and start, looking for alluvials or land or whatever it may be, beyond as well. You can easily get into drone runs here, which we've already shown you. And then they have this really cool My Collection page now, which will show you, all the alluvials that you have. It'll show you your land if you own any. and give you some details about that. It'll show your arena rank, which this is not correct right now, I don't think, because I'm definitely not 90. Or wait, maybe it is correct. It said rank 91, not score. So maybe I'm 91 rank. And then your Beyond collection as well. So super cool. My collections page is even cooler. It's like, I guess you could kind of call it what people were calling a repository. I don't know exactly, but it's your collection. It shows you all the alluvials you own, the ones you don't own as well. Easy way to buy them, how many you own. So super cool. New website. If you haven't checked it out, I suggest going and looking. Oh, look at there's that Aphisto I got. Owned one. Yep. So yeah, the website revamp is very cool. Very excited. These guys did a great job. Shout out to them. Always working overtime to make sure the website looks good. I think that covers everything on the website that I wanted to. And Kieran is back. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. So we also have we're gonna fire up the game and start getting that ready. But while we're firing
5 of 8.
the what? We're not gonna do ranked. We're gonna do a lobby, custom lobby.
I was trying to get my rank up.
Yeah. But before we hop into the game real quick, we're gonna choose a winner of this Ghibli art contest. We had a little art contest for the podcast. Let me see if I can find this here. Okay, this one's mine, so I can't win. But I'm assuming a lot of you have seen this like Ghibli art thing. Kieran didn't know what it was, but I'm assuming most of you have. It's like this anime art thing you do with ChatGPT, and it turns it into like an anime picture. So I used, the one from our promo art thing, basically, to show off, that in the anime form. But let's see.
Rolling in his grave right now.
I know. You know what's funny is I did the challenge, and then I thought about it immediately afterwards. I messaged Roger and I was like, "You guys are probably gonna be pissed I did this challenge, huh?" And he's like, "Well, Dan just will hate you more than he already does." So yeah, that was basically it. But here, let's see. Why isn't it letting me click between them? Let me see real quick. Oh, there we go. Okay. This is from Toriel. Toriel's she named her alluvial Steve. So this is Steve. It's the pangolin.
It definitely looks like Steve.
It definitely does look like a Steve. And then let's see here. This is from Scoriox. This is another one from like one of our promos. I think the cartoon art looks pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah,
As I said, that looks cool. Yeah.
This is from DJ Slappin', and this is all just I'm pretty sure this is all ChatGPT. I imagine it all is, So we should do Jeff the Leviathan. This one's probably my favorite. This is Scoriox did this one.
No.
Yeah, that's a good one. Atlas, I don't know, Atlas over Rice, I guess,
That one's good.
Yeah, this one's good. I like Squizz's eyes on this one. So, and I don't know, like I feel like it's from another movie, but yeah. It's not supposed to be a dragon though. That's gonna piss Aaron off. I don't know what's going on here. This looks like I don't know, a frog thing. Frog Atlas.
That looks like out of a children's book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, because that's all I read anymore. So
I think it's the same style right there. I think I don't know. I'll have to look at who these were from, but
that's cool. Pokemon.
yeah, I like this one. I like this one. This one reminded me of like some like old. I don't know. Quiz cracks me up.
Who made that one?
I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. I'll have to go look at the post, but. And then this one, I don't even know. Atlas is like a wrestler. He's got on his little spandex. He's like wrestling. I don't know. I don't know what was going on here. But yeah, these are the art challenges. Oh god, yeah, and then Taryn. and then we got Taryn. Taryn missed the point of the challenge, I think. But that looks like Tiktaalik.
I'll give it to Taryn.
And then I think this is the last one from Taryn. So, you know. Yeah. Okay. And then here was a leak that you guys might have seen this week, but this has made me super excited to see because I can't wait for carousels personally to get in. So I'm super happy to see them working on it as well. So that's cool. Yeah, Roger's not impressed. So we'll end the art Ghibli there. We'll pick I'll pick the winner and I'll contact. We'll pick the winners after this and we'll contact you guys and get you guys some prizes. You'll win the emote from the podcast.
We won't announce officially who it is on here because Roger is clearly watching and we want to keep you safe. So we'll just send out a secret.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, we won't get anybody in trouble from Roger here. So or Dan, you don't want Dan coming after you.
Well, I feel like Roger just tries to shield Dan from this. I think the root cause here is Dan. So
okay, all right. Well, we're firing up the game. I got the lobby going now. If you beat all of us, so there's 4 of us today, you win prizes. I just put the code in the chat in here, Kieran. Jackson. Casual. Yes, Trevor. If you need to know, just go to casual, arena, gauntlet, casual, join, and then you'll type in the code here in the chat. And you guys in the audience, if you want to play, just get ready. Be on the enter your code screen. And then as soon as I post the code, join up with us. If you beat us, congratulations. But I don't think it's going to happen today.
You'll beat me, for sure.
Okay, cool. We got all 4 of us here. Jeremy's saying give away some fuel. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. I'll tell you guys what the prize is here in just a second. But we're going to go ahead and post the code in chat here. So first 4 people to join have an opportunity to win. So there is the code in chat. And I'm going to go live with my stream right now. Ooh, we got Winnie. We got Winnie first. Ooh, we got Phobos.
I beat Winnie like sort of 85% of the time. So
Mal's been killing it. And I haven't played Fable, but I've heard he's decent. So
yeah, Mal's all right.
Mal's been practicing. Literally, I think he was practicing for this today. And I think him and Quants were training.
All right, shit, I'm going to take this lobby out. Let's do it.
I feel like a scrub here with my default user portrait.
Oh, we should have had you open a disc first. I should have had you do that. Next time. You gotta get a disc and you gotta set your PFP. So next time we'll do that. But yeah. Okay, here we go, guys. Good luck. We're giving away some fuel. Kieran, Jeremy said it's up to you. How much?
I defer back to Jeremy. Whatever you think, triple it. Jeremy's a lot. He's a lot
more conservative than you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go, guys.
Lock in.
I'm locked in. This is the problem with playing on stream, though. I tend to not talk as soon as I start playing. Because I'm concentrating. But Trevor's played TFT, so I feel like this is going to be like that Steven situation where He's better than he says he is.
Oh, because you had Steven on last week, right?
Yeah. And Steven got second.
Shit.
Yeah, his first game, he got second.
I mean, you took up 4 slots. So. All right.
Let's see here. I've pretty much said F off to the links at this point. I don't like them anymore.
Yeah, links is tough. If you don't get it fully developed into stage 3, it costs a lot, I find.
Well, you can now is the thing. I don't know. I feel like it's easier now. I feel like it's easier, but I just feel like they nerfed them and they're not as good anymore. And for that unit cost, you can get a better unit, is what I'm saying. Like, so yeah, you're somewhat right.
Mm.
Ooh.
It's big. That's really big. Maybe
Oh, it would be cool if I had 20 games and I got a fuel drop, but I definitely don't have 20 games.
Wait, what?
The fuel drops, I talked about them while you were gone. They're live, but you have to have 20 games.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. Come on.
Oh, that's a cool drone blast.
Yours or?
Oh, no, someone else's.
Ooh. Down, just doing no damn. You could have me here. Come on, come on, come on. Get him before the ult. Nice. I've never seen that. You lost 1.
Because it was so close.
Yeah, I know, but I've just never seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, Jeremy says we have a number. So if you beat all of us, you get 5,000 fuel.
5,000 fuel. Wow, okay.
Yeah, and if you get second and beat all of us, you get 2,500. So if all 4 of us get bottom 4 and the community gets top 4, it would be 5,000, 2,500, 1,500. So work that out. But I doubt they're going to beat us all. So
I doubt that too.
yeah, I highly doubt it.
Okay. Did you see the link that I put out on my Twitter?
Yeah. The Eddie said.
How good's that?
Yeah. Well, tell the people.
So they're putting in a bunch of random class and affinity synergies on top of what they're. You can get one super rare, but there's going to be a bunch more that come in. So in terms of like getting up to 4 of like shock and geez, see now look what's happened. God damn it. Sorry, I'm trying to play at the same time. It's really hard to get up to like 4 of a composite synergy at the moment. This way, if you want to build like a behemoth comp or like a verdant or a shock or inferno, instead of you getting like 2, you can sometimes get 3, and even now it'll be easier to get 4, which if you've ever played a game where you've gotten 4 of those composite synergies, it's sickening how much damage you can do, or how much like tankiness you have or energy you can generate. So I'm really excited about that, and it's going to mean a little bit more sort of like carnage, where just because you get 4 of one of these synergies, Doesn't mean you're going to be the only one, because obviously this is extended to everyone, and I expect most people are going to start playing around with that. So it may just be that your like super high damage unit is going after their super tanky unit, where they put everything into all their augments on, and I think it'll just make it a little bit more exciting. So I'm very, very keen to see that.
I was confused though, because so are the chip augments going to disappear though, or are we going to have both? We're going to have like chip, shock augment, and a drone augment?
I think both.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Guys, we're just doing this match on the episode. We'll do another one in 2 weeks, basically, where you guys can challenge us and play on the episode. But I mean, we'll be in the Discord playing after this, I'm sure. So.
This is not looking too good for me. I don't know if I've missed some things or what, but not good.
Let's see. They're asking me to show something here. Is it my customized ranger? I can't tell. I have my mask on. But I do have my badass G-Shock suit skin on and my G-Shock battle board. Jeremy, you're distracting me. I'm trying to play. Yeah, I don't know, Jeremy. Yes, but your rangers should show up customized in the arena now. So if you got, a girl, or you got some, chunky monkey guy, he'll show up as chunky monkey in the arena now too. So more and more features coming all the time.
Ooh, what happened, Rich?
Did you just beat me? Was that you?
Yeah, I just destroyed you.
Oh.
My team is super random right now.
Wow, the bow is just insane.
It's okay. I build for late game.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
What do we think about the Eclipse Catalyst?
Which one is that?
The switch between dark and light?
Oh, I hate that one. I don't like it. But I don't know. I got mad because I was just using it, assuming it was the same as it used to be, which was what was it? It was the one that gave you attack speed. You and the closest guy attack speed. It was Light's Chosen before. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then I finally realized that it's not Light's Chosen anymore, and
I think they're way better, the augments. I think the naming's better. I think it's
no,
cooler.
I think they're better. I'm saying that one in particular, I just don't like.
Right.
Because Light's Chosen was so good. Okay, I can't get last this time, guys.
Modern llama, eh? Oh, well, Jackson. Not very nice of you. Okay. We're meant to be a team here, so we don't have to pay out any money.
Well, what are you playing? I want to beat you, honestly, so I don't really care. Here.
God, I got the wrong augment. That was just so dumb. How many games has Winnie played? This is ridiculous. Oh. All right. Wait, the leaderboard, they didn't put a new patch in here, right? Like,
What?
it's not a new balance patch, right?
There was one a couple days ago.
Yeah, okay. I've played since then. Okay.
Oh my god, really killed my scorpion.
I really should have picked up that other augment. Why would I go? Damn it.
Hey Trevor, they asked you if you had any familiarity with auto chess games, if you have any background with them.
I've played TFT for quite a while, and then I also played the mobile Warhammer auto chess. So like I'm pretty familiar with like the standard mechanics.
Let's see, we got more questions coming in. Not for you, but let's see here. Okay, we got a bot round. Who's in first? Winnie is undefeated so far. I'm in last. Pork Lamb right above me. At least Llama's holding down the fort.
Yeah, I've been a little unlucky, I have to say. It's always on stream when I get unlucky.
and nobody ever sees it when you win all these games, huh?
Bullshit.
Oh shit. You know, another thing I'll bring up while we're playing these games, guys. There is a lot of community hosted tournaments going on like every week, basically. Right now, the Gauntlet Grinders is going on, which is hosted by Syndicate, and Quants is the organizer there. Super fun. You don't even have to do anything. All you got to do is go play ranked, and it takes your average score. There's some more details in the Discord. Yeah, like super fun. You don't have to do anything. Just play to participate, and he'll post the leaderboard once a day, once a day, and then you'll know where you stand. The next big tournament coming up was the Wildfire tournament, I believe, is the next big one coming. Dreamers Esports is still hosting 2 to 3 a week, so they're worth checking out. The Wildfire one, and then I think, oh yeah, if you guys did not check out the Phantom tournament, I watched part of it, but I was in Discord and somebody was telling me about it. Surfer Dude was telling me about it, is his name, and he was so excited. Like, you could hear it in his voice that he was flipping out about this tournament that Phantom hosted, where Nefer won 6 rounds in a row, and the very last round he was down to like 1 health and basically came back and won the whole thing. So if you haven't checked it out, it's worth checking out. Check out Paz Illumination. Check out he has the video highlight of that tournament. So tournaments are definitely ongoing, you guys, and worth checking out, you know. Let's see here.
You sound like a DJ. Shout out DJ Spectre. Shout out Farmer Joe.
What's good?
Oh, please.
Somebody asked about using the overworld skins in the arena. They are looking into it. So I guess some people didn't know it was an issue. But yeah, now somebody's looking into it. I think Toriel, Jeremy might have already reached out to you. So yeah, we'll get that fixed as soon as possible, guys.
Oh, this is winning. Okay, makes sense. I was like, I'm getting destroyed.
Okay.
And Winnie's 100.
Nature, eh? They'll fall. They always do.
Okay, let's see here. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, what are you guys going for here? Mal's going for Vanguard Behemoth. I already see it. This guy's going water. What do we got here? Kieran is going Vanguard, Berserker, Templar. He's going the Templar build.
I'm not doing any of those things, but sure.
I see you have literally Vanguard and Berserker units, and then you're going for Templar and Frozen.
No.
So, yeah, I can see.
I'm going for Frozen.
Frost, yeah.
Frost, yeah, Frozen. I'm going for Frozen.
Don't worry, you
watch a movie.
You have a little girl. You're gonna watch a lot of Frozen. Don't worry.
I was like, hang on.
I've seen Frozen more times than I can count.
Ooh, look at this setup.
Who is this? Phobos? Okay, let's see.
Where's Frabobo?
Oh yeah, I haven't seen Frabobo in a while.
I didn't think that I would like the changing positions live, but it's so cool.
It is. It adds a whole nother layer that I really like, honestly. It's a whole nother layer of strategy. Like, I wait until I see them finish moving, and then I'll
and it
start
screws
moving.
the corner comp people.
Yeah, because you already know where they're gonna stay, you know? Yeah. So like, you can work.
Well, it just takes too long to re-maneuver everything, you know?
Yeah.
So I bait them as well. I'm like, oh, I don't care about my roads. I've forgotten. I'm trying to get something. Yeah.
Yep. Move it last minute. I'm gonna lose. I blew it. I don't even know what I'm doing. Trying to talk and play the game. This is the first game I've lost since reset, though. So.
Okay, I think I have to bring you this.
Jeremy said, "Oh, never mind." Okay, PvE round. Oh, I've gotten some pretty shitty rolls though, too, man.
How much gold do you have? 0.
61.
Wow, okay. Good spike back up.
Yeah, I'm trying here.
Fuck. Blueprint. Do I suggest that I can get Arcanite, I can't. I'm not going to go for that. That's...
I can't believe I just got stomped out. Like, what happened? I didn't even do any damage. I'm done. I think I lost. I'm gonna have 1 health, or I lost. One or the other.
Who is this able person?
I don't know. I'm terrible. I lost. We got to share one of your guys' screens. I'm over it. That's why I can't play and concentrate. Hey. Who's up? Jackson? You sharing?
1 second.
Who's most likely to win? Not Kieran, so Jackson.
Right.
Oh.
Oh, speaking of, look who we're going up against. All right.
What is this, dude? What do you have, like 14 alluvials already? 3, 4, 5. What level are you? 8.
8.
Let's see it, Jackson.
All right.
Get his damn dumb links out of here.
There we go.
Oh, that just took way too long to kill.
And
Look
you
at
just
that.
wrecked Kieran. Nice. Perfect timing for us to watch.
27 on the play. I got 1 more left.
Okay, but you guys realize you're in the bottom 4 with me, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So, we said we weren't gonna get bottom 4, and we're all bottom 4.
Oh man, and Winnie hasn't even lost yet. Yikes.
I'm just happy. I'm just happy that I didn't get last place.
But that's why I was, I was trying to make you look good, okay, Trevor?
Appreciate it.
God, these rolls. Of course it has to be on stream. Let me, come on. Give me the flare. There's the flare. Where's my...
What's Llama got? Llama has some toxic, some dust, maybe? Yep, dust. Predator. Berserker, trying to get there. You got the Berserker weapon too, it looks like? Yeah?
Yep.
Which will give you Verdant. I think
Trying to get there.
I think Jackson's gonna bring it back for us.
Dude, what is this? Links. Get through.
Yeah, that links.
There we go. Who was that? Oh, it's Phobos.
Yep.
And I'm Dunzo.
Oh, Trevor, R.I.P.
Oh man.
Hey, at least you beat me.
Oh,
Well, also, Trevor, we also hang out on Fridays in the Discord if you ever want to come play with the community. We usually play on Fridays afternoons in Kukka's Cave. So
Cool.
we'll have some fireside chats as well with you guys, other than just the town hall too. So
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some practice.
Oh, we're supposed to have internal game night too, but it's a terrible time for me and you. Just FYI. right, Jackson. Let's see here. Who you playing? Pork Lamb? Let's see it. Eliminate him right now. Look at the concentration on this guy's face. Full concentration mode, locked in. And the scorpion taking down the bear. Oh, scorpion on scorpion
versus
action.
scorpion.
Oh, Jackson
Mine's stronger.
takes him down.
Mine's stronger.
I can't find the bird. It's pissing me off, man. He might actually take me out here. 27. Ooh, 10.
Uh-oh.
All right, I'm gonna have to hyper roll here.
Okay, Jackson, you're coming back. I like it.
Come on, man.
Oh, Phobos is down. Phobos is down.
Ooh,
so
Phobos is down. Okay.
Phobos is down.
All right. Good time for a bot round.
Let's see what Jackson's money supply is looking at.
It's not amazing. It's not amazing.
It's not bad. Not bad. Could be worse.
Could be. Could be.
Off. All right. We're on one here.
Oh, let's see.
That'll get me up to 100 gold. I've only got 10. I got to keep rolling. Can't risk it on stream. Siflet, there we go. Okay.
So you're playing against Fabled. What's Fabled running? He's running Adorius or Adorito right now. Bloom for Dan. He's got a bunch of empaths. And his only damage dealers is Bear and his Bird.
There we go. Beautiful.
I think you got this.
Fuck, slap him.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
There we go. There's a bit of Frostiano Leilua for you. Now, oh, I couldn't change it. No. I don't know if I beat this. Is
your screen shared? Is your screen shared? No. Damn it. We're not going to be able to see Kieran lose to Winnie right now.
It's insane because I just got my 3 frost, so I can't beat this dude.
Okay, Jackson, I think you're going to take him down here.
Yep. Maybe.
Oh, maybe not. That bear's pretty strong.
Maybe. Yeah, bear is hurting. Oof, come on.
Oh, I had so much opportunity to win.
Hyper Ranger, is it enough though?
Kieran down. No.
God, I've never seen you ever play anything that isn't
Fabled, man.
It's
man, come on, Ranger. I can't even touch that bear. What is this bear?
I don't know. I think Winnie's gonna just ace the
bear is
lobby.
crazy.
Jackson, you got to bring it home for the boys.
I'm trying.
Oh man, that's Winnie's team.
Wait, is this?
Yeah,
oh, my,
man. I was like, Blotto, man.
Louise, dude. All right.
You're shit out of luck.
The only person I didn't want to come up against. Like, the only person. I just got my 3 frost. Unbelievable. And he's easily beatable. You just needed to... I needed to survive one more round.
No, I can't move it down. All right, we'll see if this works.
There's no way. You can't kill that Blotto. Blotto's too strong, especially with, my god, with the Aegis and Verdant. Yeah, you're done. No way. Crazy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm getting destroyed.
Yeah. Look at that bird. Winnie's...
2 HP.
Winnie's drone is massive. We're not even going to be able to see the end of this because Llama's going to lose, but I'm assuming when he wins.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You at least need to take Mal out. Make sure Mal doesn't get a prize, okay? Come on.
All right, I'll try. Sorry, Mal. No hard feelings.
Yeah, nothing personal, Mal.
Ooh,
Looks like we did manage to get one person above the bottom 4, so we've got that going for us.
Yeah, right.
You know, we're only part of the team that makes the game and all.
Yeah.
Hey,
this is where we bring out the old gem that you don't have to be good at playing games to make games.
Yeah. That's proven. Blaze Knight, you're in big trouble. Mal's got you here. Ooh,
Let's see here. What does he have? Does he have stage 2 bear, stage 2 penguin? I think Jackson's got him.
That positioning was terrible. He choked.
Now his scorpion's pretty strong. His scorpion's strong. Yeah.
Have you got toxic
strong scorpion?
Double berserker.
Sorry, Mal. I had to do it.
There we go, Mal. I'm sorry.
It was on order.
Actually, Mal, you still get fuel. I think we said.
And
oh no, you had to beat Jackson.
So Fabled's down to 7.
So if Jackson can beat, you're playing Winnie. You're screwed. Yep,
oh, Winnie, go away.
Fabled
Get out here.
is playing Winnie too. That means he's playing Winnie's ghost. So.
Winnie, just let me win around.
Winnie, let him win.
I'll buy you one auto drone run.
He will do it for that. You only set pro one game.
Hey, Kieran, somebody asked us separately what your guys' thoughts are on alluvial burning mechanisms.
We've been talking about it. That's more a Steven thing, and it's a possibility, but it won't be anytime soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it would be like for good stuff. So it wouldn't be like, just burn all your alluvials and don't get anything. It would be like, you can possibly have some sort of options to, make, your ranger or whatever more strong or stronger in overworld or,
No, Scorpion. Okay, I got further than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
No, I think you might have got second though, and so I think you at least saved us from we only had to pay out Winnie.
Is he still fighting?
Oh, maybe Fabled is still in it. Nope. See, he's dead. Winnie aced the lobby. There you go, guys.
GG's.
So Fabled and Winnie, you guys can hit me up. We'll get you guys sorted out with some fuel prizes. Yeah, that was fun. That was a good time, guys. Can I turn off Jackson? All right. Cool. Well, thank you guys for joining us. That was a lot of fun. As I said, there's a lot of stuff to go over. There's tons of blogs to catch up on if you guys haven't. They're all in the news section. I had some QR codes earlier. You can go back and scan. Rewards are officially started and more are coming. The next big thing I think coming is Wave 4, Illuvium Beyond. Lots of exciting stuff coming for the rest of the year, though. So, super excited. Super happy with the game progress and where we're at right now. Personally, I'm having a lot of fun playing. And, I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming out and, showing your support. And, make sure to keep supporting everybody and, have a good time, play the games, and try to get on top of that leaderboard. Try and beat me. But, appreciate you guys coming on for Going Hyper. Kieran?
Thanks very much, guys. Really, really insightful stuff. And super excited to do this town hall next week. I think that's going to be a big eye-opener for the people who love the overworld. If you're not into the overworld, you can go into the arena. It's really starting to heat up. So cool. All right, everyone.
Yep. Trevor, thank
Right
you very
on.
much for joining us. It was a pleasure meeting you and getting some background on you. And we'll hear some more, in the town hall coming up. So,
Awesome.
Thanks
Thanks for having me. It was great being here.
And as always, my co-host Jackson, I appreciate you coming and joining us and showing us your skills. I was actually going to show your video, but if you guys
Always
didn't
a fun
see the
time.
video, the ADR video, Jackson and Dimitri did an amazing job on the ADR video, and there's more videos to come there from them and that team. So yeah, Jackson,
Yeah,
why don't you do your thing?
Yeah, and with that, everyone, thank you all for tuning in, and until next time, stay hyper.
All right, thanks guys.
See you guys.